ever wondered, when you've read a word, what sound the vowel should make? Should it make the long vowel sound or the short vowel sound? Well, today we're going to be looking at a subject that helps you do just that. It is called syllable division, and it will help you improve your reading, your writing, of course, your spelling. Excellent. Anyway, let's get into it. We've got a bit to get through. Let's learn, share, and teach. Hi guys, and welcome back to the channel. If this is the first time you're here, my name is Mr. K. I'm a primary school, elementary school teacher, and a very proud parent. Now, I've geared my channel towards helping students, parents, and teachers better learn, share, and teach to get the best learning outcomes for students. Now, if this sounds like something you might be interested in, please do us both a favor and hit the subscribe button down below, and make sure to hit that notification bell so that you're notified anytime I upload a new video. Excellent. Anyway, let's get into today's subject, which is syllable division. Now, what is a syllable? Well, a syllable is a unit of pronunciation that has at least one vowel sound in it. Okay, it can be surrounded by consonants or not. Okay, and also it can form the whole word or part of a word. Let's get an example of a word that illustrates just what I've said. So, unit. Okay. Unit, how many syllables does this have? Well, an easy method of finding out how many syllables are in a word is to say the word with your hand underneath your chin, and then how many times your chin goes down and touches your hand actually is how many syllables it's got. So, let's say unit. Unit. My chin went down twice, okay? And that's primarily because of the vowel sounds. So let's look at this in a little bit more detail. Unit, with the second syllable there being nit. Okay, so the U here, the first syllable, actually illustrates that you can have a syllable without a consonant on either side or one side of the vowel in a syllable. And then the second part, nit, actually illustrates the fact that you can have a vowel with a consonant on either side to make up a syllable. Okay, excellent. So, why learn or teach about syllables? Well, number one, dividing words into parts or chunks helps to speed up a student's reading and helps them with learning their reading. Number two, it can help students read more accurately and fluently. And number three, it can help students to spell correctly and also improve their writing. Excellent. Now, there are 7 basic syllable division rules. Number one, we've got open and closed syllables. So if you can identify those, that'll help you know where to divide the syllables. Number two, there's a double consonant rule. Number three, you've got the VCV rule. Number four, you've got the be flexible and flip rule, okay, which sort of like is a bit of a different rule, but we'll talk about that. Number 5, don't split, digraphs, vowel teams, R-controlled vowels, blends, silent or magic E, and glued sounds. Number 6, the LE count back 3 rule, and number 7, if it will come up on my screen, compound words. Okay, so we're going to talk about those 7 syllable division rules. Anyway, let's get things underway. Okay, let's talk about our first rule, which is called open and closed syllables. Now, this rule is particularly important because it will help readers decide what sound the vowel in a syllable makes. Okay, so this is very important. So, an open syllable, what is it? Well, an open syllable is a vowel that is not followed by a consonant and thus makes its long vowel sounds. So, let's get an example up on the board next to me. Okay, B. Now, B has a vowel in it. It's a one-syllable word. Just try it out. B. Yep, my chin goes down once. So, B is a one-syllable word, and the vowel at the very end does not have a consonant after it. So, following what I've just told you, the E doesn't make the short sound of E. It actually makes its long sound, which is E. Okay, sort of like shouts out its own name. E. Okay. The next one. Me. Okay, me, once again, another great example of what I'm talking about in regards to open syllables. if the vowel in the syllable is not followed by a consonant, then it says its long vowel sound, or makes its long vowel sound, and basically shouts out its name, which is E. So, me. Okay, excellent. Now let's talk about a closed syllable. A closed syllable basically is a vowel that is, or has a vowel that is followed by a consonant, and thus that vowel makes a short vowel sound. Okay. My first example, bed. Okay, bed. The E in this word, which is a one-syllable word, bed, is followed by a consonant. So the vowel is followed by a consonant. Thus, it makes a short vowel sound, the E. So you would read it not bead, right? It would be bed, okay? Another example, met. Okay, the E, once again, is followed by a consonant. And thus, the consonant makes a short vowel sound. Met. Okay, great. Now, this is all fine and good, but stay with me because it isn't as simple as this. Okay, excellent. Okay, well, let's get into our first real syllable division rule, which is called the double consonant rule. Now, this rule applies to a formation that you'll see in the middle of a word, which would be a vowel, consonant, consonant, and the two consonants are the same letter, like a BB or an SS, and then it's followed by another vowel. What happens in this case would be that you would split the consonants to make the syllables. An example of this is beside me, which is the word rabbit. Now, rabbit, as you can see, you've got the vowel of A there, you've got a B and a B, the two consonants, the double consonants, which are exactly the same, and then you've got a vowel after that. In this case, you would split it between the two consonants as per our rule. So it would be pronounced rabbit, okay? So you kind of like divide it in the middle there. Excellent. Now, on to our next one, the VCV rule. Now, this rule particularly applies to words that have 5 letters in them, and it's a vowel, consonant, vowel combination in the middle of the word. What the rule is here is that you would basically split the word or divide the syllables after the first vowel, okay? An example is this word next to me, which is tiger. You would divide it after the I. So it'll be tiger and tiger, or tiger. And you can see here that we've actually divided it after the first vowel, which is the I. And interesting enough, you know, you've got an open syllable there, which means that the I should make its name or its long vowel sound, which is I, tiger, which it does make that sound. Excellent. Okay, the next thing you need to remember is to be flexible and flip, because not always does or do our rules apply, okay? Sometimes you're going to find exceptions to the rules we've discussed so far, and then we're going to talk about as we go through. An example is here right next to me, the word medal, okay? Medal, in this case, you're actually dividing it after the D. So it's not after the first vowel, it's after the first consonant in this case. Rare, comparatively, but yeah, this is an example of the exception to the rules that we've already discussed. Awesome. Okay, so now let's get into the don't splits. And wow, there's a few of these, so strap yourself in. The first one is don't split digraphs. So here's a couple of examples next to me. Gather, the TH is a digraph. We have not split that. Okay, we've kept that together. We wouldn't say gat her, right? Like gathers here. No, that doesn't sound right. Another example is profit. Okay, the PH is a digraph. We don't split that. We don't say prop het. Okay, that's not right. And then another one we've got is author. We don't say aut whore. Okay, that's not right either. So remember, don't split digraphs. The next one, don't split vowel teams. So cookies, OO is a vowel team, IE is a vowel team, and we don't split these either. Another one, beaver. Okay, EA is a vowel team, and we don't say be other, right? That doesn't sound right. It doesn't mean anything, I don't think. Anyway, excellent. Now, don't split R-controlled vowels. So example, farmer next to me. Okay, the AR, the A is a R-controlled vowel, and we don't split that. We wouldn't say fa, fay, right? Doesn't make sense. Another one, surfer. Okay, we don't split this R control vowel either, which is the U and the R, so we wouldn't turn around and say refer, right? Doesn't make sense. Cool. Also, don't split blends. Okay, so a couple of examples next to me. CR is a blend. Okay, we wouldn't say secret, right? That doesn't make sense. Another one, ST, we wouldn't split that either. That's another blend. And Alfred, we wouldn't split that either. We wouldn't say Alfred, right? We'll say Alfred, right? Nice and smooth there. The next one, don't split magic E or silent E, okay? So let's get an example. Reptile, as you can see, we've kept the tile together, right? We don't split that. We wouldn't say reptile. No, that doesn't sound right. Anyway, let's keep going. And also, don't split glue sounds. Now, what are glue sounds? Well, glue sound are basically letters that are sort of like stuck together, and they make a sound, an individual sound all together, something a little bit different to everything else. So let's get some examples of those glued sounds. You know, we've got all, am, an, ang, ing, ong, ung, ank, ink, onk, unk, and I think there's a few more. We wouldn't split these either when we're trying to divide up our syllables. Awesome. Okay, our next syllable division rule is the LE count back 3 rule. And this rule basically states that you'll have a consonant and then an LE at the end of a word. And in this case, what you would do is you'd go back from the E, count back 3, which will be before the consonant that was before the L and the E. And then you would split there. So example of, consonant LE combinations are BLE. So if you came up against the word bubble, for example, BUBBLE, you would split it LE, count back 3. So you get to the E, count back 3, E, L, B, and then split between the two B's in bubble. Awesome. Another one would be DLE, FLE, GLE, like as in giggle. There's another example I can think of. So you'd have GIGGLE. At the end you've got an LE, so you count back 3, E, L, G, and then you would divide the syllable there. So the first syllable would be GIG, and the second syllable would be GLE. Cool. KLE, TLE, like little, ZLE, like sizzle, and PLE. So make sure that you know how to divide these ones. Compound words. Now, compound words, we divide them between the two words that make up the compound word. So, for example, I've got fireman here. Now, fireman would be divided right between fire and man. Okay, and then goodbye, well, that would be divided between good and bye. And you're probably guessing the last one, jellyfish. Well, it would be divided between jelly and fish. Yes, cool, awesome, fantastic. Okay, so that was our last rule. So just to recap, there are 7 rules of syllable division. Number 1, you have to know what an open and closed syllable is, because this will help you know what sound the vowel makes in a syllable. Then you need to know the double consonant rule, which is really our first syllable division rule. Then you've got this VCV rule. You've also got the rule that you have to be flexible and flip, because not always do words follow the rules that we've discussed today. So you do have those exceptions. Gee, I'm really tripping over my words at the moment. Number 5, don't split digraphs, don't split vowel teams, don't split R control vowels, don't split blends, don't split silent or magic E words, and finally, don't split glued sounds. And the last couple of vowel division rules are LE, count back 3, and finally, compound words, split them between the two words. Excellent. Listen, I hope you got a bit out of today. I hope you've walked away so that now you can confidently use these rules to either learn or teach. Excellent. Have a great day. Bye, guys. Thanks for watching one of my videos. If you've enjoyed the content or you just want to show your support, please just click the subscribe button down below. You hitting the subscribe button lets me know that you'd like to see more content from me. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Subscribe.